Hey everyone, back again with our live death battle analysis. I'm here with Wes Falcon. We'll
Hello.
be talking about an earlier death battle. The reason I picked this one is because this is a topic that Wes is a pretty big expert on. I happen to know a decent amount about this. We'll be going over the Pokemon Battle Royale episode between the three famous starters, what we liked about it, what we didn't like about it, and really just make it a Pokemon-centric episode. So, Wes, how'd you feel about that one?
Mixed opinions. I was hyped for that one because it was Pokemon. I'm like, yeah, because I'm a big fan. So, and when I watched it, first time I watched it as well, I was like, yeah, it was pretty good. So I like it a lot. But then I rewatched it, and there was a few mistakes and a few sort of over exaggerations, which they kind of took seriously, and I was like, maybe it's not as good as I thought it was. I mean, it's still good. It's still 7 out of 10, but it's not as good as I thought it was, if that makes sense.
Who do you think among the three would win in that scenario?
That's the problem. They incorporate all medium together. They incorporate the game, the anime. They don't really incorporate the manga. They sort of fuse game and anime, and that's a problem. In the anime, it could easily go either way because of how they write it. But in terms of game, I don't know. I honestly can't say I'd know. Personal preferences, I like Charizard the best, but that'd be me being biased. And I don't disagree with the outcome in the end, because it's probably right. It's just that, again, they make a few mistakes, and they did it. I know it's just a visual representation, the battle itself, but they did it wrong. That's not how it would go down.
How do you think a theoretical, three-way battle between them would go down?
Venusaur's
Right.
unfortunately. Because I like all three, but yeah, Venusaur's fucked. Then, if it came down to it, if it was probably Blastoise, because even though his offenses are really mediocre, to say the least, it's got super effective, and that really does swing battles like unbelievably fast.
Right.
Even if Charizard does have, that's the thing. They make Charizard only use fire moves, but he has a flying type, which gets the same type attack bonus, and it's neutral on water, so it would do more damage.
Yeah, I saw that. I mean, it was dramatic purposes.
Yeah.
But that would have been interesting to see Charizard up against a Blastoise utilizing wing attack, some other stuff.
Yeah, Air Slash. That would have been cool.
Slash. Right. Yeah. If the battle went Mega, this is kind of less critical of Death Battle and more just curious. If the battle went Mega, all three Megas, how would that fight go? I suppose I'm pretty sure you and I agree that the best Charizard to use in a three-way battle would be Y, and they had access. Yeah, they had access to their average moves, which included the Solar Beam attack and Egg moves.
Yeah,
all of them at their best potential. How would that fight go down?
Charizard Y would just win. It gets Auto Sun, which means Blastoise's water moves are depowered by half, so that if it's super effective, it only does the same amount of damage that a neutral effective attack would do. Venusaur's ability, Thick Fat, is cancelled out because, well, it no longer really resists fire moves anymore because of the sun. So, and Charizard's fire moves themselves are doubled in power, coming off insanely high special attack. Like, we're talking Mewtwo level special attacks here. And so Fire Blast would just decimate them both. And both those two Megas as well, they're physically oriented for defense. So Charizard Y would just obliterate. X would have a tougher time because, as I mentioned before, the two starters Megas are physically bulky, which Charizard X uses its physical attack off mainly, and they're also specially offensive, which Charizard X has got pretty lame special defense, not gonna lie. So
Interesting.
it depends on the Mega, really.
Yeah. So what if the fight? I know there's a lot of different scenarios.
Yeah.
What if the fight went this way? Charizard Y begins to fight, but immediately targets Venusaur, and while that happens, Mega Blastoise does Rain Dance. Would that change the outcome dramatically?
Probably if Mega Blastoise gets off a Rain Dance, Y still has Air Slash to work off of because it's got really good special attack, like I said, and in the competitive scene, you don't really use Air Slash on Charizard, but it is a typical move that you can use. It's got a good same type attack bonus with it. But ultimately, I would say that Mega Blastoise wins that if Charizard goes straight for Venusaur. But only if.
Gotcha. So I guess kind of getting into keep going into the Mega thing here, and then we'll go back to the Death Battle thing, because there's a lot of things happening for Pokemon at the moment.
Yeah.
How have the new Megas in Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire changed the landscape of the game in terms of are some of the Megas from X and Y as viable, or are now they being a little outclassed by some of the new Megas?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I disagree. Okay, Megas, great idea. It was really clever of them to incorporate this, but they executed it badly. They did it wrong. If anyone doesn't know, the way Megas work is they add 100 BST to the Pokemon. So, working off of base stat totals. So, using base stats, they can only get plus 100 at most, which at first you think, how is that bad? Well, it means other Megas are destined to just suck. Stuff like Mega Pidgeot, it will never compare to stuff like Mega Salamence, who is now officially banned, because the way they did it is just wrong. What they should have done is they should have set a specific base stat total for Megas to have, which I think 700. It sounds high, but 700 which should be the base stat total, in my opinion, because it means the pseudo legends like Garchomp and Metagross get plus 100 BST, just like they always have, and stuff like Mega Beedrill, Mega Pidgeot, and like Mega Ampharos, they have a chance to be really good, because at the minute you honestly never see stuff like Mega Ampharos or Mega Ordino. And if they changed it to this mechanic of Mega Evolution, it would have been a lot better for them to be used. But the new Megas, the new Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire Megas, they're good. They've revolutionized the way we see Megas now, for sure, and they've opened up a lot of new options. But typically, especially now that Mega Salamence has been banned, typically you would still see the top Mega threats from X and Y, like the Mega Charizards and your well, that's all I really see, actually. I'm trying to think of many other Megas I've seen.
It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate what happened to Salamence. Yeah, I've said before, and I'm sure you guys have heard it in the past, when people were running Garchomp all the time. I've always been a big fan of Salamence. I was dying to see what they could do with him, and the moment I found out we had a Mega Salamence, I was excited to use him in a kind of legitimate play style. And now to find out, he's banned, he's too good. It's just like heartbreaking, because I've always felt he's the coolest looking dragon. I thought Garchomp, in my opinion, looks ridiculous. Salamence is like a dragon with class, and now he's just too good.
That's my problem. He's not too good. There's a statistic that people have brought up quite a lot that a Life Orb Mamoswine can't break its substitute with Ice Shard. That's only if Mamoswine's been intimidated and that you're running maximum HP on Mega Salamence, which doesn't happen all the time. And the fact that they've banned him when he's easily dispatched by Whirlwind or Sturdy or just, ice moves, it shows that it shows that it's kind of just, oh, because he's good, he must be broken. Because he's used a lot, he must be overpowered, when he's really not. And some people could say he's over-centralizing, because you have to run an ice move, or you have to run a whirlwinder, but if you're in the competitive scene, you always run them anyway, because he's not the only setup sweeper that there is out there. So I don't think he should have been banned. I think he was a really awesome Mega.
I guess back to the death battle. Would you rank this among like your favorites or your worsts? How would you feel about it, like in overall?
There's two standpoints. From a completely biased I love Pokemon standpoint, one of my favorites, because it's just, you know. But from a critical standpoint, it's sort of not really. It's average.
Okay.
So sort of mid-high to average, I guess.
Okay. I mean, for me, I dug it. I thought it was a nice throwback to you know, old school, you know, good old-fashioned Pokemon. I don't think it's among my worst or my best.
Yeah.
I think it was like high middle for me. Fun, and they put some.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the stats. I thought the Solar Beam stat was really cool. I like how each of them had like a high-end, like physical attribute that was.
Yeah, that was clever. I'll admit.
Yeah.
How they incorporated the sort of real-life application of it, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's been good to use on the internet.
Right, and then it's really fun for debating too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I would say that it was a pretty solid one. I obviously, I know my Pokemon, but
yeah,
I can't like yield to say that I'm as much of an expert. Like I know there's like you and maybe one or two other guys in our little collection of friends that I would really consider Pokemon people I would like yield towards if I was asked a question. Like if I really needed to know something and I couldn't answer it, or somebody asked me a question I just couldn't answer, I usually would be like, okay, well let me go ask the panel. Like they'll know. these guys will know. So this one I was just like, yeah, you know, if we gave it to Wes, this would be more of an interview if anything. After this though, I think one of the next episodes we should do individual like top 5 and bottom 5. Just
that'd be cool.
In our opinions of them, yeah. So this episode was pretty solid. If anyone has any comments, questions, feel free to.
I just got a quick one about this video. I remember a pep that I had.
Yeah.
When they did their Charizard analysis, they said that his special attack was double that of the other two.
That seemed a bit much.
It's so much of an exaggeration. If you look at base Charizard's special attack, 109. If you look at Venusaur's, 100.
Oh wow!
double 100 isn't 109.
That's a bit even Mega. That's not like a Mega's what 180 something like that.
Mega Y is 159.
Okay, so we're roughly 160. I knew it was like on the higher end of 150, something like that.
Yeah, and then Mega Venusaur's is 125, I think, and then Mega Blastoise is 135. So, you know, there is a big jump, but it's still not double. It's still not nearly that.
So, since the new games came out.
Yeah.
How is Mega Blastoise still pretty viable competitively, or has he kind of been outshined at this point?
I use him a lot. He's such a good spinner. Blastoise always got a raw deal in the competitive scene, but Mega Blastoise really was. He's such a good rapid spinner.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. If you give him, I remember a combo I used to use a lot was Mega Blastoise and Umbreon.
Yeah.
Because you can just heal Bell and pass wishes off to it. Because Umbreon's got higher HP than Blastoise, it gets so much HP back, and it's insanely bulky as well.
Right.
And it's not like rapid spin and then it's a sitting duck, or like when people know you're gonna rapid spin, they can't switch in their Ghost because Mega Launcher Dark Pulse, that will fuck them up.
Yeah, I noticed that the pulses and the
Yeah,
Spheres are they're wonderful with Mega.
really underrated, I believe. I think Defog gets used more than Rapid Spin now, I've noticed, and I honestly think that Mega Blastoise does a better job than a lot of these Defoggers do as well.
Interesting. How about Mega Venusaur? Is he still usable?
Yeah, I haven't seen him as much lately. He used to be used a lot, but yeah, Thick Fat helps him out. I think it's because the rise of the flying type really bit him in the ass.
Okay, what about is Chlorophyll Venusaur run still pretty much?
Not really. Gen 5 was when Mega Venusaur was properly, like, everyone was scared of him. Because the sun lasted forever. Now it lasts 5 turns again. You know, you get 5 turns to do it, and then it stops.
Okay.
And like Drizzle and Tyranitar is still incredibly popular, which just cancels out your sun. And he's just not. He's not really got the 100 special attack. It's just not got the muscle that it used to. There was a power creep that happened.
Actually, did you see that leaked photo of it was Mega Froligator versus Hydreigon?
Mega Hydreigon or just normal?
No, see, both were Mega duking it out. It was a leaked photo. I have it right here.
No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, let me go pull it up. Give me 1 second. I'm getting it right now. It's like you kind of expected them to look like this. Do you see it? That's the Mega duking it out. Yeah. I feel like so sweet. It was like, all right, screw it. Everyone just plays them just out of coolness.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. Maybe I make that the default. Mega Froligator, Hydreigon. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it's a pretty good episode. I think the next one we're gonna do might be like top lists, since it is a new year. Maybe we should go over the ones of last year, maybe in general. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a great talk. I think we should have more Pokemon episodes. It's a great platform. I'm learning stuff whenever I talk to you or Jimmy. It's or Jacob. It's always interesting. So
Jacob's a noob.
He is. Interesting, because it sounds like he knows who he's talking about, but
Nah. Jacob's terrible. I'm calling him out.
I'll have to let him know you called him out. We can have we could somehow stream it, or maybe do like a. Oh, I have a good idea. You guys could duke it out on here, but do it on Showdown and just do a screen share of one of your screens.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, just do a full screen share and just fill the screen with it. Yeah, I think we got an option coming out. But all right, yeah, let's.
It'll be 18 plus. We can't see that sort of content. We can't see someone getting ravaged like that.
Oh man, so you guys have fought.
He beat me in doubles once, and then I crushed him in singles. That's how it went down.
Oh man, I remember this one dude who followed me. He's a guy from France. It was really early in the morning for me. It was like 6 a.m. and I was getting up and I was tired. But he started like challenging me nonstop, and he was just using like legendaries and stuff, and he was not that great. And I just kept I think I lost 2 Pokemon in the first match of my whole team before I beat him, and then the next one I lost 1, and then every other one I didn't lose, and he just would not stop fighting me. And I was like, dude, why are you doing this to yourself? Like, he just kept fighting me, and it was like an hour or 2 later, and once I figured out that he just didn't know what he was doing, I changed my strategy up a little bit, and it was just stomp. I think I used it was a Scolipede baton pass trick.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like, it was Scolipede baton pass to I forgot who. I think I changed up every once in a while, but I think it was I first did the Garchomp baton pass, and then it was a baton pass to Salamence the second match.
Oh yeah.
So I had the Moxie going on, and with the speed, so it was over with. Well, great. Yeah, everybody, let's stay tuned. We'll probably be doing another episode either today or sometime soon about our favorite death battles and why. This was a discussion about the Pokemon Battle Royale, and also just catching up on some Pokemon knowledge, what's going on in the scene these days, and just I had some questions about my favorite Pokemon. And if you guys have any questions for Wes or me or anybody else we may have on the show in the future or past, feel free to leave a comment. And if you haven't had a chance to do so yet, hit the subscribe button below and stay tuned for another episode. Thanks a lot for tuning in.